see here. I think that's an option. Let's see. Boy. I got this one right here. Boy. Good boy. Ooh, so smart. Good boy. Good boy. Well, we're not riding yet. Just want to kind of see how you do with being saddled. And just need to get perfect gentleman. See all that exciting stuff going on at the neighbor's house? People going back and forth. And that good stuff. And a little. I said she hadn't seen that. It's alright. Mr. Beau, this is the first time I've saddled him, and we're not riding yet or anything, but I just wanted to check my saddle fit and see how he reacted to being saddled. And you can see he has an opinion about it. So I don't know why he has that opinion. If he was, his other saddle didn't fit, if he's a little bit sore somewhere, if someone girthed him up too quickly, we don't really know, but we'll just kind of keep testing and playing. I'm going to ungirth him in a minute and just redo it. And I just girth up really, really slowly, so that if he was girthed up too fast in the past, it kind of made him have an objection to it like that, we can kind of reframe that thought. And the reason I'm using cross ties today is not to force him to stand here or anything like that, but just because I feel like that's what he's used to. And he's already having enough changes being in a new stable and a new state and new humans. So we will do more with him change too many things at once. So we just kind of use cross ties. They're loose enough for him to still give me his opinion. And just kind of see what he thinks about things. So there's some ponies across the way that he's calling out to. Yeah, good boy. We just ungirth them and regirth in a minute. Let's see if we can do it in such a way that he doesn't feel the need to defend himself. Okay, so here have not even put it through the girth straps yet. I'm just holding it very lightly there. It's not tight at all. Just kind of give him a chance to know that I'm not going to girth him up all of a sudden, that he can have his opinions without me getting after him. And then here I'm just putting it down a couple of holes so I can make sure when I do go to girth it up, that it can be, as loose as it needs to be. So even just reaching for it there, he's like, ooh, that's bothering me. So I'm just waiting and not going any farther until he stops and relaxes a little bit. And then I go to pick it up and I'm just holding it there. And every time he goes to paw, I'm just kind of shaking the cross tie a little bit. And I think he's expecting me to kind of really jerk on it because he kind of tosses his head up and braces against it. But I just want him to know when he paws and stuff like that, he's not in trouble, but I'm just going to interrupt the pattern a little bit by wiggling the cross tie a little bit or tapping him on the chest or something like that, just to kind of interrupt that pattern and get him to not feel the need to paw while he's on the cross ties. Here, just lifting the girth up and down. And you can see what a good boy he's trying to be. He's not coming at me. Like when he nips, he's just kind of nipping the air just to let me know, hey, I'm having a problem with this. And of course I'm listening to him and just going very slowly. But he's trying to be so good. He's trying to stand still there. He's not trying to bite me. He's just, letting me know that there's a problem. And there he's finally licking his lips a little bit, and I can feel moments where he's starting to be like, oh, this is all right, and then he gets bothered again, and then he decides it's okay, and then he gets a little bothered again. So just don't make him feel wrong for having any opinions that he has, and just work on reshaping that pattern. And the moment he stops pawing, like the moment he goes to put his foot down, I immediately tell him, good boy, and rub him. So I kind of annoy him while he's pawing, and then as soon as he stops, he gets a reward. And he does. We're not giving him treats because he kind of feels like he might be a little pushy and could be treat aggressive, but he does like to do other things with his mouth, so as long as he's being nice, if he wants to lick my hand or nose me or whatever, that's totally fine. And then when he kind of goes to kind of nip the air like that, he's not trying to get me at all. He's just letting his opinions be known. But if he was, getting too nippy or actually trying to bite, then I would be using a rhythmic block to keep his nose out of my space so that I could keep,
make him, help him understand that that's not the right answer without actually making him feel like he's in trouble. So here he's trying to lick my jeans, lick my hand, and he's relaxing a little bit more. When he puts his head over there now, he's feeling softer, like he's trying to connect and not be so bothered by it. So then I went ahead and girthed him up since he was feeling a little more relaxed. Licking his lips, which is great. Lots of friendly game. Make sure he knows what a good boy he is, that he did the right thing. And then we're going to head on out to the arena. Unfortunately, I ran out of memory after just a few minutes, and I didn't even realize it till I was done with the session, and I was like, oh, I forgot to delete some of my stuff. So there's only a few minutes. It doesn't show the canter transitions, unfortunately, but I'll get some video of that another day, tomorrow or something. But you can at least see us just walking around. I'm just kind of letting him walk around and get a feel for the place, and I'm trying to get a feel for him and kind of see what he knows and what his tendencies are. And you can see he's never been in this arena before, and he's already wanting to eat. His head's pretty low. So those are all great signs. Sometimes the first time you bring a horse into the arena, they'll be all needing to move their feet and all worked up and worried, and that's totally fine too. We would have just worked through that. But he's actually already like, oh, what are we going to do? So I really like that about him. He's curious, but he's not freaked out or anything like that. Just playing a little friendly game, seeing what he thinks about being rubbed with a stick. He was totally fine with it. Seeing if he follows me when I change directions with slack in the lead rope. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. And when he doesn't, he just runs into the lead rope, and I just keep walking and kind of set the pace and act like a leader. But I don't mind that he's kind of interested in grazing, because I'm just glad he's relaxed enough to be thinking about that. And once we start really playing, he'll be more engaged and interested, and then he'll stop wanting to eat. And there, I just did a little lateral flexion, see how he was with that, and he did very good with that. And later on in the session, which unfortunately isn't in the video, we did do lateral flexion on both sides, and I also wrapped the line all the way around him and just asked him to turn away from me and turn all the way around and find his way out of that little puzzle, and he had probably done that before because he knew right what to do. Unfortunately, that's not on the video, but he just felt very interested and like, oh, what are we doing? This is fun. This is new and exciting. And then I forgot that I wanted to put the 22-foot line on him, so. And he's quite sensitive, which I really like, but he's not overreactive, so he's sensitive in a positive way. And then here we're just getting ready to do some circle games. I'm just backing him out. He was very light, phase 1, 2. A little slow to go out, so I just kind of touched him lightly on the shoulder there. You can see when he went out, he kind of pushed his shoulder into me a little bit, so I just want to get him to where he kind of turns, you know, swings out, brings his shoulder away, and doesn't push it into me like that. But I'm just glad he's relaxed. You can see his trots. A little you know, I don't know what to call it, but it's a little, he looks a little ungainly just because he doesn't have a lot of muscling, but he's got a beautiful rhythm. And once he gets stronger and more supple and learns to use his back more, he'll be able to track up and have a longer stride, because I can see he has the potential for a beautiful, you know, really long stride, but he just needs to get his top line stronger and learn to use his back. But I was pleased with his rhythm. He kept going when I passed the line behind my back. He acts like he knows what I'm talking about. Very light with the yo-yo game. Going to the left seems to be his stiffer side. You can see he's totally bent the wrong way. And we'll help him correct that and get more supple so he's more balanced both ways. But this session was just more about seeing where he's at and just letting him relax and find out playtime.